dress was gonna stay back in New York. Storytelling.
What's going on, guys? Now it's Simone here with another episode of Two Lost Conversations, and today we have a very special guest in the building. Annika Rose is here. How are you?
I'm amazing.
What?
Honestly, I'm so happy to be in New York. It's cold.
Yeah.
That's what I will say.
Wait, is this sarcasm or is this the truth?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm having a great time, honestly.
I love that.
It keeps me on my feet, makes me brutally exhausted by the end of every day.
Yeah.
But I love the people here. I love the energy. And it's just so much more alive than LA. So
I love that. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I was going to say, I love the outfit.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
What is the inspo behind just your style in general?
I think the female stereotype in entertainment is like very over-sexualized.
Yeah.
And I really try to make a point to have people's attention be drawn in my direction through art and not my sexuality. So I like to opt for being the man.
Yeah. But still like fly and
Thank you.
like feminine.
Thank you. I'm trying to get more of these like fun shaped shirts, but we like just somehow got this from a stylist like January and we never gave it back. And then we got an invoice and we were like, oh, that's what happens when you don't return to the showroom.
Yeah.
Got it.
I was going to say, it looks custom.
It's dry cleaned like every other week because we are like terrorizing the streets, just like sweating and filming. And by the end of every day, it's like orange right here. And,
Understandable.
you know,
But looks great. I love the
you.
commitment to the look. And honestly, with all your projects, I feel like it has really strong brand identity.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get there.
Hey, man, but we're here and you're eating it up, so we love it. Okay, let's start with Takeoff because I know that's your next single coming out. It feels like a declaration both personally and professionally. Can you talk me through, your inspiration behind it?
Yeah. So Takeoff came out yesterday, and I wrote it with someone a Swedish songwriter named Eric, who I met when I was 17. I made my first EP with him, and I didn't reconnect until early this year. And we spent a week in Sweden, and we were just like being super experimental and trying things. And this song was sort of an accident. Like we were 6 hours deep into a session. I had too many cups of coffee, walked back in. I was like, I'm gonna be so cracked out. He was like, wait, that's the song. And then it quickly kind of wrote itself because I think of all the topics that I've covered as a songwriter, I haven't really gone in on the rage that I felt being in a broken system and, being 10 years deep and having so many stories to tell, And I think there's a superpower in authenticity, obviously, and talking about your experiences, not in a way where it's sticking a middle finger to the air, but more so okay, if I can find my autonomy within this broken system, I should talk about that and encourage other people to follow suit. And I think this song is less of an act of rebellion and more of a act of actually softness where I'm trusting myself and I'm oh, I don't need the millions of opinions that are shape-shifting me into something that I'm not. So that's what the song is about and the paper and everything, and just trying to actually make a statement about how difficult it is and just keeping on going inside of it.
That's awesome. I love that message. And since you mentioned the paper, let's talk about this. What is the origin story? I mean, this is genius, but
Thank you.
what inspired this?
Okay. I'm a consumer. I love music. I'm constantly listening to music and I'm trying to find people to be obsessed with. And anytime something grabs my attention, I'm okay, what are they doing differently? How can I make the reconnection or the initial connection to new people outside of this oversaturated marketplace on social media and step outside a screen, because I'm not playing shows all the time and the energy that you get from that is just so unmatched. And I want people to know that I'm an actual human being outside of TikTok.
Yeah.
So Alice and I, my manager, she's my co-pilot, and we were just okay, let's just physical media. Let's actually bring it back to guerrilla marketing and tell your story, because the stories are so rich with information. And I always advocate for actually having a perspective on things. And I was well, I'm not gonna write filler shit to you know, just cover pages. I was like, I'm going to like talk about things and then I'm going to take it into the world.
Yeah.
And so we did one for Freak at the beginning of this year in January, and we did a distribution in LA. And then every song since then, we've just been like, what are we doing? Like, we have to make, like, there's so much lore to all the music. And I'm like, I want to tell that lore. So we wrote newspapers. And then when we did the last one in New York, I was like, oh, we have to be here for this every time. So yeah, this is the third one, Bond Street Bulletin, obviously.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're just doing it.
It's so brilliant. It's so brilliant, and I love the intention behind your music, but also the marketing as well. Before I actually get into my next question, I wanted to piggyback to the last one because you talked about cooking up Takeoff in Sweden.
Yes.
Is that your first time in Sweden?
No, actually, I've been to Sweden. I'm going for the 4th time in a couple weeks.
Oh, we love Sweden.
Yeah, we love Sweden.
Nice.
No, we love Sweden. Like, really. I went, though, for the first time this year to make music. I was there once last year just for leisure. But, yeah, my other manager is Swedish, and he has such a, like, wonderful group of people there that he works with. And Eric, like I said, I had done some stuff with years ago in LA. And just like getting reintegrated into that scene where like the connectivity between the people is so raw and pure, and that obviously like carries into the music. And so after my first trip, we did Takeoff and we did a few other things. I was like, I gotta be around people to make music. Like, I gotta be around like real human beings. And fortunately, there's a really, really amazing collective of people there who I just feel very safe with.
I love that. That's important.
Yeah.
And speaking of feeling safe, I know you were once signed to a major label and now you're on your independent journey.
Yes.
Talk to me about how has your independent journey been and like some of the differences, whether good or bad.
I think it's, you know, obviously when you have limited resources, the stress levels are higher. Cortisol is peaking perpetually. But at the same time, you expand yourself so tremendously when you don't have all the resources in the world. And I think the creativity, like that portal that opened up when we didn't have a big budget to do things and everything was just like a small idea in our heads and like actually figuring out how to do it. There's so much learning in that. And at some point you do enough to like realize that you're doing it better than anyone else could ever do it for you. And you just want to hold on to it for dear life. And so it's been a really eye-opening, like transformative period, honestly. And I've actually signed 4 deals in 10 years. So this is the first time where I'm really like, oh, I'm standing on the fucking business. It's like, I got this. Like, I'm doing the thing. And I don't need a million people, like, you know.
Feels better.
It feels amazing, honestly. Like, I'm like, well, I'm free. She's like, should we post 8 times today? I'm like, yeah, of course we can.
I love that for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Seems like, you know, you're good, you're great, right?
Oh, I'm good. I am great.
No pun intended. No. But talk to me about I'm good, I'm great while we're on the subject of it.
Oh man, I'm good, I'm great is my favorite song ever. I wrote it in New York, actually. I started it when I was like literally crashing out in my friend's parents' bedroom.
Wait, what's your sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn's crashing out? That gotta be a
Oh my god, it was brief.
Oh,
It was brief, it was brief, but I was like, I gotta get back. I gotta get back. But I was here in New York writing. Well, I came here in August last year just for like a personal thing. And then I ended up staying because I got a call to like make a record with someone. And I stayed. And that person ended up like uprooting my entire life and changing my entire trajectory.
Shout out to that person.
In a bad way.
Oh.
Actually, no, it's turned positive now.
Oh.
At first, like when I was writing I'm good, I'm great. Like if you take away the bounce, you get the lyrics. And the lyrics are like, oh, got it.
I was presuming they brought you to New York.
Well, they brought me back to New York in a way where I'm like, where I got to figure out like what the path was because of the experience with them. And the experience itself was super negative and really, really tumultuous and not pleasant. But the outcome of that experience is like being able to alchemize what happened and turn it into something. And now I'm back in New York because of that thing.
Okay.
So it's great now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But I still could use therapy.
Oh,
Just saying.
understandable. Was it a Virgo?
Yes. I actually think it, wait. I could Google it.
Virgo is
It's just public information.
late August, early September.
Either that or Scorpio.
Ooh, that's right now.
That's danger.
Yeah.
Danger.
Okay, noted. You hear this?
Bad.
Free game
Watch
right
out.
here.
Yeah. Not to overgeneralize, but he do be around.
Okay, I know earlier this year you did the Broadway and Bond EP.
Yes.
And I think that's where we first got drawn to your cinematic style and visuals. But what story were you trying to tell with that project?
Oof. Honestly, listen to your gut. I think that EP was split in half for me in my head in writing it. It was like leaving something and then re-entering something else, leaving a beautiful thing to re-enter a really traumatic thing. But like, obviously retrospectively, it all makes sense. But I went through a breakup last year and then met said person and this all transpired. And so I think like the through line between all of that is like, I got to a point where I knew I had to leave. I did. And I was on this like explorative thing and unfortunately was not just like very susceptible to the world around me after coming out of something super safe.
It's a journey.
Yeah, and like going against my better instinct and then getting to a point where I was like, who the fuck am I? Like, what has happened? And writing music and realizing that all I had to do was listen to this, you know? But I'm glad I didn't a little.
Because now you got a story
Because like
to tell.
we're here right now.
Now we got a story to tell. You've created a really immersive rollout from directing the videos.
I just directed my first video for Takeoff.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
How has that been? Are you enjoying that?
Oh my god. It was the most stressful time of my whole life.
Hectic, okay.
It was literally crazy. But it was honestly the most gratifying experience ever. My best friend Jonah, he's directed a few music videos for me. We went to middle school together.
Awesome.
Ran into each other at the gym and then started making videos together.
Wow.
Yeah, like years later. And he sort of let me, you know, lead with this with Alice, and it was so much to pull together. Oh my god, like it takes a village.
For sure.
So it was intense and it was so fun, like so fun. And I will be doing it every time now.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, I love that for you. Yeah, this indie route is so you.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, I can see that. Why? What is it about directing your own videos that kind of hands-on storytelling excites you?
Consuming something visually always like sounds like something in my head, and kind of vice versa. Like I feel like I watch movies when I listen to songs, and that's like the beauty of music videos is, again, like the newspaper, just contextualizing the story and giving it another layer. And for all the times that I've been a part of music videos, I've sort of just been on the outside, overseeing, but not necessarily like steering the ship. And this time, like, I know this journey better than anyone because I was like going through it. And I was like, no one else can paint that visually. Like, I have to do it. And it was so clear. Sometimes that just happens. Other times I'm like racking my brain. Got nothing. This time I was like, oh yeah.
Had it all right there.
Yeah, we gotta do this.
So were you planning that in your head when you were creating the record originally, or? No.
To be honest, like, you know, some songs take a year to be finished and some songs take 5 minutes. Takeoff was like, I walked in, didn't even sit down after getting my coffee. We just like freestyled it. And it was after, I kind of thought it was a joke. Like, I came home and I was playing it for Alice and I was like, don't listen to this one. I'm like rapping. I don't know what's going on. And then I was like, wait, this is so visual. And then I started watching the music video in my head and I was like, wait, actually we need to put this out because we need to do all the other things surrounding it. And yeah, it came after.
So cool. I love that. What was the most challenging and rewarding part in that era?
I think it felt like I was like on the precipice of figuring out like how I wanted to present myself. And so I think because it felt like such an encapsulation of exactly where I was at, that I was like, ooh, however I'm showing up in the world needs to like mirror that. And I was figuring it out like with everything. And that felt really exciting and really challenging. Like, I think that was the most exciting part and also simultaneously the most challenging part because I didn't know, but like I knew.
Okay.
So it was like playing with things, and it wasn't until sort of the end of that rollout that I was like,
Committed. Yeah.
Got it.
Good. I love that for you. Now, you have great stage presence.
Thanks.
What helped you build that up?
I mean, like, we're supposed to dance and move and like shake. Like when you're a kid, you have a tantrum in Ralph's because you don't get your yogurt or something. Like that's how you release things. And for me, that's always been what it has been. Like I've been on stage since I was 9 and like, yeah, I grew up playing in bands. And even if I didn't have the vocabulary to describe like that sort of euphoria after, I knew that I felt it. I don't even think I can like describe it. I think it's just a feeling and I get that on stage. And so for me, like if music is medicine, then if I'm doing that, then that's like somebody's nonverbal permission slip to also do that and walk away. Maybe they don't know how to describe the experience, but they're like, I feel loose, I feel good. Like that's what you go out for, you know? And yeah, it's just like it's like total liberation.
I love that. That's beautiful. Definitely about the feeling.
Yeah.
Now, I know that you are pretty concrete on your visual aesthetic and style moving forward, but for the year to come, like what's the next step in your evolution?
Ooh, I really want to build out a wardrobe. Like, I really want to, like, to me, it's like an avatar.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, how do I want to dress the avatar? Like, what do I want her to say? And I'm really excited for how like fashion helps me express myself. Like I think it's been interesting watching how my performance changes and like how I talk and do things based on like what I wear. And it's all just like interwoven and connected. And so I think expanding that and just like getting more into this like the character.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like that.
That is
I'm excited for that. I think I'm making an album. I'm not really sure. I have like so many songs and I really want to put out an album.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to win the lottery or something. And then I can do it. And the wardrobe and everything. But yeah, so much music. My like most important thing for this year and going into next year is just like output, like quality output. And don't like sleep on the shit that you do. Like just get it into the world. Keep going.
Yeah.
You know? So that should be fun.
It will
pull it off.
It looks like it. It looks like it online. It looks like you're having fun on TikTok. And
I am.
You are. Okay, good. Okay, our last thing before we wrap is we play like a this or that game.
Oh, love.
Okay, great.
Let's go crazy.
Vinyl or CD?
Vinyl.
Full band or stripped down set?
Oh, full band, everyone.
LA or New York?
Oh, oh, hometown pride, New York.
Yes! Okay. DIY studio or professional studio?
Ooh, it depends on if it's in someone's bedroom, because the DIY studios in someone's bedroom are not the vibe.
Okay. Night in or night out?
Oh, these days, in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pizza or taco?
Ooh, taco.
Ah, that's the LA in you. Apple or Spotify?
Oh shit. Well, shit. Who's gonna be watching it?
Thank you so much for stopping by and chopping it up with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes,
so
of
happy
course.
to be here.
Shout out to your gram and let everybody know where to follow you if they don't already.
My Instagram is Annika Rose Music, 2 N's. TikTok is also that, but don't go to that one. Do the spam account. Sir Nick in my room. SIRNIK in my room. Yeah, that's it.
Until next time, guys, thanks for listening to Two Love Conversations.
Who that?